home, make some noise!
FCR 19.
Amazing, as always.
To MMA. In fact, it was his friend Eric who introduced him to martial arts. This was during COVID, and so he couldn't really. But once he threw his first punch, he really found what he loved. It wasn't love at first training, it was love at first punch.
Yeah, and when I looked at a grappler versus grappler matchup here tonight, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, statistically or on paper, at least it should be that way. And Fit for Fight, a gym that's really started to make waves, especially with their top-tier amateurs over the likes of Gustav Sandelin. And his losses truly are to just the absolute best, like his silver medal performance in the Swedish National Championships against Rafael Kveldstad, who is the current middleweight world champion. That's a loss that's aged like fine wine. And also just really tight fights against the likes of Khalil Karuri and Alexander Håkansson. And fun fact, Alexander Håkansson is the brother of Max Håkansson, who we will see in the final amateur fight of the night in Gothenburg. So that's an interesting little thing.
Very interesting. Let's return to that later. I'm very curious as to why that is.
I'll get back to that for sure. But until then, Linus, the monkey lover, Jönsson, and I say it because he truly does love monkeys, apes. That's why he has the tattoo of a baboon skull on his chest, and he is looking to go ape here tonight. And if anything kicks off in the crowd, we are in safe hands, as Jönsson does work as a security guard at nights at some pretty packed places in Gothenburg, so he knows a thing or two about keeping his feet for success. And he grew up with a big love for pro wrestling, a fan of John Cena, Randy Orton, and the like. Organized amateur pro wrestling bouts in the Sandbox with his friend Randy Fungula, who we'll see in the next fight. Then his father spoiled pro wrestling for him, told him that it was fake. Sorry, spoiler alert for everybody watching. It was a big
really enjoying his walkout. Enjoying some Shandapal, feeling himself. That's his brother right there, who he's hugging. Is also a fighter. I've seen these guys around in the local grappling circuit. Very, very active grapplers. They also have their own kind of gym where it on. I really like that. If we look at the physiques of both of these gentlemen, very similar actually. Long arms, lean.
Linus Jönsson yesterday, he said that he is so looking forward to opening up this card. Is getting that opportunity. All right, both fighters inside the cage. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape and see how against each other. As you can see, there are two young...
Introducing first in the blue corner with a record of 5 wins and 3 defeats. Weighing in at 77 kilograms. Fighting out of Sweden, Linus Jönsson! Also representing Sweden, Sebastian
As mentioned in the walk-ins, he is so happy to finally be making his FCR debut. All right, here we go. Jönsson in the blue, Ketty in the red.
Wow. Well timed there for Ketty. Is he going to get stuck in an armbar instantly? No. Oof, hard shots from Ketty. Jönsson keeps throwing up that triangle.
Well, he is
scrambling on the ground.
He is very active off of his back. Do not be surprised to see a buggy choke.
Yep, single leg X. Yeah, very active. But Ketty showing no respect for the bottom game there. Now they're a little more settled. Did you say buggy choke, Sebastian?
He has been, he is a big fan of the buggy choke, but here he's throwing up an armbar.
Yep. Very, very flexible. Now, Ketty is in trouble, and he should not pull out right now. He should not pull straight up. That would be a mistake. Okay, he should look to stack, maybe. Got that arm out of there, but Jönsson is already working on an omoplata here.
That's the thing. He's such a crafty guy off of his back, and he said that he wants to show more of his grappling, or sorry, of his striking, but he ends up getting taken down quite a bit.
Ketty looked to slam him down. Jönsson is like a spider, but he is getting hit with heavy shots right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's tough as nails. He doesn't mind a little bit of adversity.
You could actually see the calmness there in Ketty. He wasn't kind of in deep danger there, but remained calm. I feel like those grappling competitions did come in handy there.
Yeah, well, I mean, both of these guys are so experienced on the mat. Like you said, Simeon, Ketty been very, very active in submission wrestling competitions and tournaments.
1 minute left.
Jönsson perhaps looking to get a stand-up here with the closed guard from the bottom.
Looks like working on an angle there, and goes for the arm again. And he gets in deep, but can he get the right torque on it? So he gets the arm, but the actual finish of the arm bar has been a struggle thus far. Ketty with 30 seconds. I don't like the positioning on that arm for Ketty. I don't like that. I don't like that for Ketty at all.
Oh yeah, that's looking dicey, and there is plenty of time to work here. Jönsson was very close at getting an armbar against Ahmed Edelbijev in the finals of the Nordic amateur MMA competitions.
He is cranking on that arm, but Ketty doesn't seem to mind.
And he's out.
But Jönsson has got great angles on the ground. He finds the angle time and time again. He finds that arm.
And just because he got out of a submission once or twice, you don't want to play with fire because he just might end up getting burned. Ketty, but some dicey submission attempts as well from Jönsson. So, I mean, definitely a back and forth battle for sure.
Yeah, very eventful.
Slamming himself into a tighter position, but I mean, teammate Randy from Gula, a bit of a renaissance man, obviously excels inside the cage and on the mat, but is also a runway model, something that runs in his relationship as well. His girlfriend Matilda is a verified artist on Spotify. Oh,
wow, now they're scrapping.
And I wonder if perhaps Ketty connected there, because the shot from Jönsson looked a little labored.
And as I mentioned earlier, very similar physically. See, they're almost looking for the same type of positions. And yep, we've seen Ketty do that before, actually, in his FCR debut last time out. It's a takedown against the cage that works really well. Now he looks to take the back here.
He's got to be mindful, though. Jönsson could easily get a reversal here.
Yep, and Jönsson, great reversal, great work there. You can see that the skill level has really gone up in the amateur scene, man. Like, these guys are 23 and 21, respectively, and the experience, the grappling, and now we're letting them hooks fly.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Jönsson wants to show more of his striking. He's usually billed as a grappler. I mean, oh, wow, perfect timing there.
Yeah, again, now that right hook, that overhand right, rather, is very telegraphed from Jönsson, so it's pretty easy for Ketty to take him down off of that, but on the ground, you know, Jönsson doesn't mind.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any critique of his grappling set, he's at times too comfortable on the ground. But I mean, he makes it work. I mean, in December, he faced Del Caso, who is a very hyped fighter out of South Sweden, and a guy who had never been finished. Jönsson went to Caso's hometown and tapped him out within 3 rounds. Did so spectacularly.
Yeah. I can see that Jönsson's shin pads are looking a little off. I think they're pretty annoying to try and set up arm bars and triangles. But speaking of arm bars and triangles,
oh yeah,
you see that the hair of Ketty is kind of helping Jönsson right now. That arm looks really extended. That arm is extended right now. Ooh, slam from Ketty.
That might end up getting the triangle tighter, though.
Deeper, just like you said, Sebastian. Slamming himself even deeper into the submission, but I think he might be able to get his head out, or maybe not.
Yeah, we don't have the best angle from where we're sitting right now.
Great work from Linus Jönsson.
Yeah, now we're seeing a little bit better. Yeah, perhaps not the best lock around the head, but it's definitely enough to give Ketty some problems. But I do like that he's even now throwing some very, very light shots and cranking it up.
Yeah. Yeah, and I definitely think that Ketty...
Very, very on point, so...
I feel like the first round, I would definitely score it for Ketty, but the second round, I mean, the effective strike.
On the feet and off of his back. No surprise that Charles Oliveira is one of his favorite fighters. Push kick there from Kitty. And goes high.
Oh, Jönsson connected there. There's a distinct sound that these amateur gloves make.
Yeah.
It's a real thud. I think both guys are actually pretty tired right now. The strikes look a little labored and slow.
Yeah, no surprise there's probably a little bit of an adrenaline dump, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's a big stage.
And obviously 2 very eventful rounds with lots of back and forth action, lots of squeezing on submissions, slams, takedowns. It is very energy demanding. Nice jab there from Jönsson. And obviously, I do think those takedowns from Keddy have sort of dampened the offense of Jönsson a little bit. He's a little less eager to throw heavy strikes. Connects there.
Like that knee earlier from Ketty.
Goes to the body,
Nice hook.
Jönsson.
Oi.
Deep shot there. Can
Yeah.
he get it? And he does.
Nice. Turning the corner nicely there.
I do wonder how Kitty's doing, though, because that was a somewhat telegraphed takedown attempt that he couldn't really put a stop to. I wonder, did he perhaps injure himself in a submission?
Honestly, I kind of got the feeling in this opening, like this third round, that everything has been pretty telegraphed.
Yeah.
From both of them. Everything has been pretty slow. I was like, oh. But, yeah, this could smell trouble here for Ketty. 1 minute to work. 1 minute left.
1 minute left.
I mean, Jönsson, no stranger to rear naked chokes either. I mean, just check out his, I think his 45-second win over Sohaib El Kholi of All Stars. Here he is trying to get another one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ketty doing the right thing here, but everything is going in slow motion.
Yeah, I do think that those were 2 very taxing rounds from both fighters. And also kicking off the card here in Stockholm at the biggest show FCR has ever done. Bright lights for both of these young gentlemen. Okay, he's out of the submission, but Jönsson tries once again.
Yeah, we got 15 seconds left. Not sure if he has enough squeeze or the right angle to get this. But what a swing round, what a third round. I mean,
yeah. Jönsson really pulled away here. A little bit quicker on the feet. And
this all depends on how you scored the second round, I guess.
I think so too. Okay, very interesting. Great way to kick off a preliminary card here at FCR 19. Jönsson finishing very strongly, but it was...
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards, who have the bout 29-28 Ketty, 29-28 Jönsson, and 29-28 for your winner by split decision. In the red corner, Sebastian Ketty.
Ready for the big show indeed. Let's hear it for your winner, Sebastian Ketty.